Number one, put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. 40 years ago, March 27th, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just this past March, I was flunking out of college. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop. They still call it beauty shop now? What they call it now? Yeah, I was sitting in the beauty parlor. I was sitting in my mother's beauty parlor, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I see behind me this woman under the dryer. And every time she looked up, every time I looked up, she was looking at me, just looking me in the eye. And I didn't know who she was, and I said, she said, somebody give me a pen, give me a pencil. I have a prophecy. March 27, 1975. She said, boy, you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Now, mind you, I was flunked out of college. I'm thinking about joining the army. I didn't know what I was going to do, and she's telling me I'm going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Well, I have traveled the world, and I have spoke to millions of people. But that's not the most important thing, the success that I had. The most important thing is that what she taught me and what she told me that day has stayed with me since. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life and has kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done and stick with God. Number two, fail big. That's right. Fail big. Today's the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you have already done, and consistency. Every day, this one Tuesday and this a few days. You have to work at it. Every day, you have to plan. Every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, twerk world that you've grown up in, remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. Number 3, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I'll say it again. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. And it's not how much you have, it's what you do with what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some teachers. Yeah, okay. Some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is in helping others. That's where the success is. Finally, I pray that you put your slippers way under the bed tonight, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. It's how I live my life. That's why I am. One of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
Hello, Discover Card here to explain our cashback match. We match all of the cashback you earn at the end of your first year automatically. It's that simple. Discover, exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
All right, guys, we're going to start the call up in 60 seconds. 60 seconds. So spread the word, spread the word, spread the word, and let everybody know that the call starts in exactly 60 seconds, guys. All right, 60 seconds so the call starts.
Strength, leadership, power, authority, guidance, patience are God's gift to us as men. We have to cherish that, not abuse it. I prayed this morning to be a better listener. It didn't work so well. We're human. You get back up. Yes, I've been high up on the mountain. I've been blessed. But that's a slippery slope. Yeah. And it's lonely up there. You know, people don't know that side. We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner. I'm going to win. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you. Sit beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. Aspire to make a difference. So you are what you are in this world. It's either one of two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody. Never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning.
All right, guys, welcome, family, to Mornings with Nano. I'm so blessed and so excited to be on this call. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to jump on Mornings with Nano on this beautiful Friday morning. Thank God it is Friday. I'm so blessed and so grateful to be here. If everybody can hear me good and see me good, can we put a 1 in the chat box so everybody can hear me and see me good? Charger's not working. There it goes. Okay, great. Okay, good. Amazing. Well, look, guys, super blessed, super excited to be here. It's always a good morning. The fact that we can do this 5 days back to back. And, I just want to tell you guys that I'm so thankful that you allow me to be somebody that can pour into you every single morning. I think that, that's something that can't go unnoticed. The fact that, you guys choose me every morning, and it's so important because remember, who you listen to is so important. You could be listening to people who don't have the right intentions. You could be listening to people who don't walk it like they talk it. You could be listening to people that, are really not about what they say they are. So the fact that, you guys have picked me as somebody that you can learn from, that you can be inspired by, that you can use as an example, just know that I'm extremely grateful for every single one of you that takes the time out of their days to share this, to promote this, to show love in my podcast. Everything that you guys do, I'm just extremely thankful. And I also give the thanks to God for blessing me with just such amazing people, like each and every single one of you who I know wants to become better versions of yourselves. And I know this year is going to be, a phenomenal year filled with a lot of success for every single one of us here. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited for what it is that's about to come for us. And honestly, it's going to be a huge year for us. And I hope that you guys are really taking these lessons serious, applying what it is that I'm teaching all of you, because honestly, the information that I've been teaching lately, it's extremely valuable. What I've been teaching you guys lately, honestly, is so valuable. Hazel's so awesome. So I'm excited. Yesterday, I had my sister, Krishay, who actually came over and gave me a massage here at the house. So such an amazing soul and just such an amazing person. If you guys are in Miami, I highly recommend you guys to hit her up for a massage. She gave me this holistic massage. She set it all up, hot stones, everything, the whole nine, family. It was an incredible experience. And I'm glad that I applied it right away, because in the book, The Leader Who Had No Title, he talks about how important it is to get massages on a weekly basis, not on a weekly basis, but every 2 weeks or once a month. So, me and her already scheduled it where we're going to be doing it twice a month. She's a phenomenal person, very good energy. She makes it a whole experience, the candles, the bed. She does home calls. So it's just good stuff, guys. So I'm glad that I was able to get her. Can't remember her IG off the top. I think she's gonna be on the call. She will be later on, if anything, if she's not on now. But good stuff. But with that being said, let's practice a quick gratitude. What is one thing that you are grateful for this morning? Type it in the chat box. What is one thing that you are grateful for this morning? Put it in the chat box. Yeah, she did it at my house. She literally came over and did it at my house. She brought the bed. She brought everything, did it here. But I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my team, the leaders within my organization, the whole leadership dynasty. I'm grateful for my mom, my dad, my little brother, my goddaughter, Dadiana. I'm extremely grateful for the book that I'm currently reading right now. I'm grateful for Katie. I'm grateful for water. I'm grateful for my journal. I'm grateful for everybody in this house, my brother Adam, my creative director, KD. I'm grateful for Natalia. Grateful for my brother Fads. Extremely grateful for just everything that's happening in my life, all the success, the whole Mornings with Nano community, everyone on my team, all the leaders within my organizations, the new members, the members who've been here 2-3 years, praying for my sis who, got COVID, and I know she's going to be healthy. So praying for her, praying for my brother, for my brother's dad, Starboy, who, we're going to make sure we keep him in our prayers. So just each and every single day, just making sure that we're extremely grateful. And we got a good topic for today. This is a topic that I actually haven't done in almost 2 years. And the name of the topic is called The Most Extraordinary Garden. And it's one of my favorite topics of all time because I learned it from one of my favorite books of all time. Okay. And I want to be able to share this with you guys because it was one of those lessons that I learned that it made me like realize a lot of things about myself that I had to take a lot more serious. Okay. So today's topic is the most extraordinary garden. Okay. So it's important that you guys understand what it is that I'm going to cover here today. So that's going to be today's topic. For those who want to write it at the top of their paper, great. But let's get this all started. All right. So the most extraordinary garden. All right. For those wondering, this comes from the book The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. All right. It's another book written by Robin Sharma. Great book. Highly recommended if you haven't read it. But I want you guys to understand something when it comes to the most extraordinary garden. All right. The garden is a symbol of your mind. Okay. So make sure you guys write that down. The garden is a symbol of your mind. Okay. If you care, nurture, and cultivate your mind as you would with a garden, it will blossom beyond expectation. Okay? Understand that. Listen to that one more time. If you if you care, all right? If you care, all right? Let me get this guy out of here. If you care, nurture, and cultivate your mind as you would with your garden, it will blossom beyond expectation. Okay, so think of your mind. All right, this is very important that everybody here understands what it is that I'm saying to you guys right now. This is one of the most important things that you guys will ever learn. I'm telling you. Okay, because once I understood this, it changed my life. Okay, once I understood this, it changed everything for me. Okay, so understand this. Okay, the mind is a garden, and whatever you plant in it is what will grow. You have to really be careful with what you are thinking on a day-to-day basis, because what we got to understand, family, is this: we have a total of 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. All right. And majority of our thoughts, listen to this. We are only conscious of only 5,000 thoughts a day. We are only conscious of about 5,000 thoughts, which means that the majority of the thoughts that happen within our mind are unconscious. Think about it. You know how much thinking, how many thoughts have already flown through your mind since you woke up? Think about how many of those were you actually conscious for? This is important that you really understand. What I'm going to go deep into today is really going to really break some things down to you guys, and you're going to it might make you uncomfortable just even about it. But if we have about 60,000 thoughts a day, okay, and we're only conscious of about 5,000 of them, that means that we have over 50,000 thoughts in our mind that we are unconscious of. That means that when we mean what you say unconscious is that you don't even think about it. That you're not even aware of it sometimes. Okay? So this is what he says. Okay? He says, the garden is a symbol of your mind. All right? If you care, you nurture it and you cultivate your mind. Now, for those who are wondering, what is cultivate? All right. What is the definition of cultivate? Cultivate means prepare and use for crops or gardening. All right. So when you cultivate it, it means you prepare it. All right. You prepare it for planting seeds, like you're getting it ready to plant in it. Right. Now, when you nurture it, when you care for it, you nurture and you cultivate the mind as you would a garden, it will blossom beyond expectation. Now, listen to this. You got to ask yourself this. If you had a garden, would you let people walk over it, litter it, and fill it with their garbage? No, you wouldn't, right? So the question is, why do you let people do the same to your mind? Why don't you protect your mind like it is your most prized possession? Too many people act like it's nothing what we got for free, but the mind is the most powerful asset that you have. The mind is the most powerful asset that you have in your life right now. But too many of us allow people, okay, to walk over it, to litter in it and fill it with garbage. You wouldn't let nobody. Think about it. If you were really truly building a garden in your house, if you were truly building a garden in your house, a beautiful garden with the most beautiful flowers. Oh, I actually forgot about my IG family. Let me go on IG real quick. The IG's been bugging out lately. That's why I haven't even been using it much. But I'll go live and see if it works today. I was gonna show you guys. We were in the clouds. We woke up on the clouds today, which was pretty cool, but it's already clearing up. But right, if you had a garden, you wouldn't let people walk over it. You wouldn't let people just litter it and fill it with garbage. No, you wouldn't, right? So the problem is too many people are allowing people to do that with their minds. We're allowing people to do that with our own minds. The moment you allow somebody, okay, to speak negative to you, that's them throwing garbage in your mind. The moment you allow anybody to install their fears and their limiting beliefs in your mind, guess what? That's someone littering in your garden. The moment you allow anything of that nature, anything that's not going to help you grow and help you elevate, guess what, guys? It will hurt you more. Because you know what hurts the most? That sometimes the people who throw garbage in our minds are the ones closest to us. It's our own family and friends as well. The ones that you least expect it from. Because you don't expect your family who comes to your house, you don't expect your friends that come to your house to be the ones to throw litter and garbage and step all over your garden. But honestly, your friends and family will be the ones to throw litter in your garden before strangers ever do. Let me be the one to tell you that right now. Your friends and family will throw litter and garbage and step all over your garden before strangers ever do. And that's the truth. Stay with me here, right? Remember, the whole time, the name of the topic today is the most extraordinary garden. The extraordinary garden is up here, okay? My family and my friends stepped all over my garden. They threw garbage in my garden. They littered my garden before strangers ever did. If anything, strangers, my family, you guys, were the ones that helped me clean up my garden. You were the ones that helped me protect my garden. Because that's where the saying comes from. Friends and family won't support you until strangers start to celebrate you. Friends and family won't support you until strangers start to celebrate you. My friends and family didn't support me until the mornings when until my mornings when family started to support me and celebrate me. When they saw, oh, yo, Nano's actually killing it. Nano does these calls. Nano travels the world. Nano speaks on stages. People actually love Nano. People actually support this guy. People actually listen to him. Hundreds of people actually jump on his calls. Wow. Then they started to celebrate me. But it took years of hard work and dedication before people started to celebrate me. Before my closest friends and family started to celebrate me. And I want you to know, if you're on this call and you're new to this business and you've been here less than a year, there is a pretty high chance that you might not be where you want to be, and you're getting a lot of pressure from your friends and your family and your significant others. Type a 1 in the chat box if you can relate with what I'm saying real quick right now. Okay, if you've had friends and family close to you, okay, try to throw garbage and litter and walk all over your garden. Okay, that's okay. I've been there before. The ones closest to you are the ones that do it. Okay. And what we got to understand, family, is this. I see my sister Crochet is here. All right. What we got to understand is this. Too many people act like it's nothing what we got for free. We got our mind for free. We didn't have to pay for our mind. I'm 100% sure if you had to pay for your mind, you would be more cautious of what you allowed in your mind. But because we got it for free, you take it for granted. We got our health for free. We got our eyes for free. We got our sense of smell for free. Taste, our ears, our hair. We got all of this for free. And have you ever noticed how the things that we get for free are the things that we take the most for granted? Have you ever noticed that? The things that we get for free are the things that we take for granted. But the things that we pay for, are the things that we actually take care of. I had my mentor told me once, he said, and this is when it hit me. He said, he broke it down to me. He said, Nano, if you paid $500 for a pair of shoes. And I remember I was with one of my female mentors at the time. I was with one of my female leaders at the time. He asked both of us a question. He said, if you paid $500, $1,000 for a pair of shoes, Nano, let me ask you this question. And then he asked my female leader, he was like, and let's say you paid, $1,000, $2,000 for that new Louis bag. How good would you take care of that shoe and that Louis bag? And me, I was unconscious of what he was about to ask me. So I was just like, bro, I'm going to take care of those sneakers. I'm going to clean them every time I wear them. I'm not going to allow nobody to step on them. I'm going to put the spray all over it. And, you know, my female leader was like, you know, I'm going to protect this Louis bag. Like, you know, it's a Louis bag, you know, like I got to protect that. Nobody, like, this is going to be my baby, the whole nine. And then the whole time he's just looking at us and he's like, yep, of course, yep, absolutely, yep. And then it was like, he was like, yep. And then out of nowhere, he just got super serious. And then he said, you see, you would take care of those shoes. You would take care of that Louis bag with all the care, with all the protection in the world, but you don't do the same with your mind. You don't do the same with your body. You don't do the same with the things that you got for free. You don't do that with your mind, Nano. You don't take care of your mind the same way you would take care of those shoes. Then he told my female leader, he said, you don't take care of your body the same way you would take care of that Louis bag. And me and my female leader, we just stand there like this. We like, damn, you're right. He said, don't think that I'm trying to bring you guys down. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to teach you that the things that we got for free are the things that we take the most for granted. He said, I want you to treat your mind like if you paid $1 million for it. I want you to treat your body like you paid millions of dollars for that body. Okay? Because it's worth that your mind is priceless. Your body is priceless. You got to protect that with everything that you have within you. And that is so true. So important. Some of us don't even want to invest into buy books to pour into our minds. Some of us hesitate to buy books, but we wouldn't hesitate to buy food, to buy clothes, to buy sneakers, to buy this, to buy that. How much money have you invested into books this year already? I've invested hundreds of dollars already into books this year. Hundreds of dollars already. Why? Because I understand that my mind is the most extraordinary garden that I have. That's my biggest asset in the world. That is my biggest and my most powerful asset that I have. I've already been to 3 events. I went to an event in Orlando, the women's event. Okay. We had an event in Miami last weekend. I'm going to an event in Orlando again this weekend. The weekend after this, I go to Believe Nation in Houston for another event. I've bought multiple books. I've paid for audios. I've paid for courses. Thousands already invested into my mind. That's all I do. I invest back into my mind. Pouring knowledge day in and day out. Paying for mentorship. Calling my mentor 1 to 2 times a week to make sure that the information that's being poured into my mind is nothing but extraordinary information. Okay, so listen to this. He says, you must stand guard at the door of your mind. You have to be a security guard, big security guard like this. ID, please. Nope. Positive thoughts, yes. Negative thoughts can't come in. Thoughts of doubt can't come in. Thoughts of fear, nope, can't come in. Limiting beliefs can't come in. Can't come in. Positive thoughts, belief, love, passion. Yes. You negative, can't come in. Stop them right there. Get them out of here. You have to stand guard at the door of your mind. That's why I tell people meditation is the key, right? Because when I meditate, you guys got to understand this. All right. I know for some of you, you've never meditated in your life. Okay, some of you have never ever meditated. Okay, so you don't understand the importance of what I got back here. You don't understand the importance of calming your mind down. Understand, look, guys, from the moment we wake up, our mind is on go. Think about it. The moment we wake up, our mind is on go. What do I have to do next? I got to get to work. What do I got to do today? I got to call today. I got to do this. I got to do that. Problems, girlfriends, boyfriends, parents, kids. Our mind is on go the whole day. On go. Every single hour, every single minute of the day, your mind is on go. So it's like, you got to think about it like this, right? What happens if a car, okay, just goes and doesn't stop? Like, it just goes and doesn't stop. What happens to that car after some time? If it just goes and it never stops for no gas, it just goes. What happens to that car eventually? Okay, it crashes. It runs out of gas. It breaks down. It's gonna crash. It's done. It runs out of gas. It stops. It stops working. It dies out. It's the same thing with our minds, guys. Okay? If you don't stop to recuperate, to regenerate your mind, if you don't stop to just a real quick 10-minute meditation, 15-minute meditation, guys, that's all it will take. That's all it will take. It's just that 10 minutes that I spend in meditation, just analyzing my thoughts, paying attention to everything that's going in and out. What thoughts are being brought up as I'm here sitting in silence? Okay, thoughts of fear. Okay, why am I having this thought? Get rid of it. And I just sit there and I pay attention to what's going on in my mind. What's happening in my mind? Okay, what kind of thoughts am I having? All right, sitting there analyzing everything. Okay, because I understand that whatever I allow in my mind is what's going to grow. Whatever seed is planted in your mind is what's growing in your mind. And whatever goes in your mind, understand, guys, that's what's going to make your reality. So if you're not happy with where you are right now, it's due to the thoughts that you've planted in your mind. It's not because your mom and dad don't support you. It's not because you don't have the money to work. It's not because of this. It's not because of that. It's because of the thoughts that you've allowed to be planted in your garden is what is growing. For real. It's nobody's fault but yours. If your bank account does not look the way that it wants to, it's because of the thoughts that you've allowed to be planted in your garden. If your business is not where it wants to be, it's because of the thoughts that you've allowed to be planted in your garden. Okay? If you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's because of the thoughts that you've allowed to be planted in your mind. Because what happens, guys? Look, everybody here knows how this works. If I plant a seed, boom. Okay. If I plant a seed and I water it and I take care of it every day, what's going to happen to that seed? If I plant the seed, I water it, I cultivate it, I care for it, what is going to happen to that seed? It's going to grow. Now, the garden doesn't know what seed. The garden is going to grow whatever seed is planted. It doesn't know what's good or bad. That's the problem right there. That's the deal breaker right there. That the mind doesn't know what's good or bad. So you could plant a good seed or you could plant a bad seed. It'll grow regardless. That's how it works. You have a positive thought. Every time you have another positive thought, that's you watering the seed. So if I think, for example, let's say I'm going to be a millionaire or I am a millionaire, that's a positive thought. Every time I talk about being a millionaire, believing it, talking about it, speaking it, yes, Nano, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to live in $1 million houses. I'm going to drive nice cars. I'm going to retire my family. I'm going to give hundreds and thousands of dollars away to communities and to charities. And I'm going to travel the world. Those are all positive thoughts that are what? Watering that seed. But if I plant a seed like I used to, man, I don't have the money right now. Man, my finances are struggling right now. I'm stressed. I can't believe this is happening to me. Why me, God? I'm so stressed. I can't seem to figure it out. My business, my life, my girlfriend, this. Every thought that I have that relates with that thought is me watering that seed. And the more I water it, the more it is that I water that seed, the faster it's going to grow. You guys ever notice that it's easier to attract a negative situation into your life than a positive situation? You guys ever notice that? How easy it is to attract a bad situation into your life than it is a positive situation? You know why? Because we are originally programmed to think 75% negative because of what? Our programming, because of the way we were raised. We were already raised to think negative. We were already raised with limiting beliefs. Okay? We haven't even cleaned out all of the bad dirt that we have within our mind. That's why some of us, I told you guys this the other day. I said some of us, we need to spend more time with ourselves clearing out the dirt. Because some of us, no matter what we plant, it won't grow because of the dirt. Sorry, the soil. My bad when I say dirt. Because of the soil that you're planting your seed in. Doesn't matter how many thoughts you plant in that soil, it won't grow because the soil is not conducive to it to grow in any environment. Doesn't matter because the soil sucks. It's bad soil. You've gone through too much. You've had too much trauma. So it doesn't matter how many books you read. It doesn't matter how many events you go to. It doesn't even matter how many mornings with Nano you hop on. All that's going to matter is the work that you do with yourself. Getting rid of those bad thoughts. Getting rid of those limiting beliefs. Okay? Forgiving the people that did you wrong. I've forgiven everybody that done me wrong. I don't think there's anybody off the top of my head that I can think of that has done me wrong that I haven't forgave already. Seriously. There were people that, like, I would think about it and I would get this sour taste in my mouth. I literally text them, literally this year, text them, I'm like, yo, look, I just want you to know that regardless of what happened in the past, I just want you to know that I love you, I appreciate you, and that I forgive you, okay? That's all behind me right now. I forgive you. I don't care if you don't want to forgive me. I just want you to know that on my side, in my heart, my love for you is clean. We're all good. I don't care anymore. All right? That's it. I let it go. Because one little grudge that you hold against somebody, that energy turns into poison. Okay? And what do they always say? One rotten apple. What do they always say? What's the saying? Can anybody finish that for me? One rotten apple does what to the rest? Just one. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's a small one. What does the one rotten apple do to the rest of the pack? It spoils the bunch. So one bad thought, one grudge that you hold is messing up everything. And not only does it spoil the bunch, man, it spoils the tree. And you're the tree. You're the whole tree. So not only is it going to spoil the bunch in your mind, but the whole tree is going to suffer from it. I've forgiven everybody who has ever done anything to me or has ever hurt me or has ever caused me any trauma. I've forgiven them. And I've forgiven myself for the things that I've done as well. I'm at true peace with myself. I've done a lot of inner work over the last few months and years to do that stuff. And I know some of you guys might not understand that right now. And I know some of you guys are like, nah, there's no way I'll ever forgive that person. What they did to me is, it's unexplainable. That's fine if that's the road that you want to go to. But just know that that's your ego speaking. All right? God forgave everybody that did him wrong. Okay? Don't let you forgiving somebody be the reason why you don't elevate. And it doesn't matter if they respond. It doesn't matter if they respond. The point is that you had the intention, you send out the message, and trust me, one of the most relieving feelings that you will ever have in your life is sending out that message and having that conversation. Like my boy Infinite Mitchell said, it's water under the bridge. Some of us gotta forgive. Some of us need to clean that soil up. That's the reason why you're not growing yet, fam. That's the reason why, things are not happening for you in your life. I know all of us are in very different points in our lives. I had to dedicate months to clear out my soil. Months of the morning routine. I can forgive someone, but we can never be cool again. And that's fine, bro. You can do that. Oh, no, that was a queen. That's fine, sis. You can do that. You can forgive somebody and not have to talk to them again. You don't have to forget what they did. At the end of the day, if it was messed up what they did, fine. But as long as you know that in your heart you forgave them, like that's it. You don't have that resentment, that grudge towards them. I challenge you guys after this call to send a message or make a phone call to somebody that you got to forgive if you haven't yet. I challenge you. Finish off this month of January forgiving everybody who's ever done anything to you. Let it go. Because if not, it'll continue in February. It'll continue in March, April, summer, fall. And next thing you know, it's 2023. And you're still holding on to something that somebody did to you when you could have just forgave that and let all that dead weight fall off your shoulder. So it's important that you guys understand that. All right. And listen to this now. In the book, it says, all right, you can't live from the outside in. You got to live from the inside out. If you're always sad, frustrated, depressed, and lacking inner peace, it's because you're living from the outside in, not from the inside out. How you feel on the inside is what's going to determine, okay, what you create on the outside. A lot of us are living from the outside in. You're allowing the bank account, what's going on in the world right now, your situation, your relationship, you're allowing all of that to control how you feel within. Not knowing that you got to fix the in, okay? You got to fix the inside first, all right? And as you work on the inside, everything on the outside will start to fix. All of these things will start to get better. My bank account is healthy. It's all a reflection of how I'm working on myself inside. My relationship with God is healthy. It's all a reflection of how it is inside. My business is thriving and it is flourishing. It's all a reflection of the inside. My relationship with my family is thriving. Okay, it's all from the inside. Everything that is happening on the outside right now is all a reflection of all the work I've done within. But like he said, listen to it one more time. You can't live from the outside in. If you allow what's going on the outside to affect you within, you can't live like that. You will always lose if you live from the outside in. You got to live from the inside out because you are in control of your reality. You are in control of your reality. So you got to remember this stuff. Remember, guys, the stuff that I talk to you guys about is real life stuff. I'm not here telling you what are the 10 ways to prospect and how to build your business. No, 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 no. I'm here talking to you guys about life, the real life stuff that most people won't talk to you guys about. Because life is something we can all relate to. If I start talking about business here, there's a lot of people that might not relate with the way I run business. And that's okay. So what we all relate with is the life that we're living. Okay, so he says you can't live from the outside in, you have to live from the inside out. Okay, whatever is happening on your outside life is a reflection of what's going on within. Okay, if you're attracting, positive situations, you're attracting situations that are going to make you better, you're attracting amazing opportunities, all of these amazing things are happening on the outside of your life. It's a reflection that you have worked within, and everything in your inner world is good. But if you're struggling financially, you're stressed, your car broke down, this happened, you lost some money over here, this, that's a reflection of the inside. I'm just telling you. You know what my mentor told me? He said, even if you get sick, that means that you're vibrating low, because high vibrational people don't get sick. They don't catch diseases. They don't catch these things that are happening out there. Because low vibration attract low vibration. High vibration can't attract anything low vibration. So anytime I get like under the weather or anything, I'm like, You see, I always look at things from a very, very, like, things happen to me and I'm like, okay, what was I thinking that I attracted my body to feel this way? Why do I feel under the weather? What was it that I was thinking? Who was I with? I start to think about everything. I start to like, okay, and then all right, reverse engineer it, because I need to understand this stuff. Okay, so the moment that happens, I right away, boom, turn it around. I turn it around because I know that it was a thought. It was something. It was somebody that came into my garden and planted a seed that I didn't want in there, and it's starting to grow. You got to pay attention to everything in your life. Every situation that happen in your life, you got to pay attention to it. I've told you guys this. You can hear yourself from just self-talk. Promise you. You can heal yourself. Remember, I told you this. And there's people on this call that know, some people on this call, not everybody, but I know there's people on this call that they know exactly what I'm telling you guys. You can literally heal yourself from anything just off of self-talk and natural products and stuff like that. You don't ever have to drink any medicine from no pharmacy. You don't got to drink Mucinex and NyQuil and Advils. You don't have to drink any of that. I'm telling you, because I've done it multiple times. I've done it multiple times where I've felt under the weather, where I felt like I was going to get sick. And all I did was talk to myself. Okay. All I did was go out into nature and get sun and sit there under the sun for 20 minutes like this. I am healthy. My immune system is strong. I am so thankful. Diseases do not exist in my body. Thank you, God, for my healthy body. I am so thankful. Wow. This is so amazing. My body is so healthy. It is so strong. And I would sit there for days on days on days. And within 2 days, 3 days, my body was good. My body was good. I don't know if you guys remember my little bro, Mikey, right? Mikey was here at my house at one time, and it was when COVID was really like ramping up. And he felt like he was about to catch it. I told him, look, bro, this is what I literally told him, this is exactly what you need to do. This is what you need to eat. This is what I need you to do every morning, twice a day. This is how I need you to speak to yourself. If you catch yourself telling people that you're sick, stop yourself. Tell everybody that you're healthy, okay? And watch what happens. Within 2 days, he was good. And since then, he's never got sick again. You can cure everything with your mind. Understand this. This is very, very important. Because understand, nature's greatest gift to us is our mind. People never realize that mind management is the essence of your life. Being able to manage your mind is the biggest key to self-awareness and peace of mind. Being able to manage your mind is the biggest key to self-awareness and peace of mind. That's why the world around me could be falling apart, but I'm always at peace because I'm the one that creates my reality. I'm always at complete peace. The world around me could be falling apart. It could be falling apart. And I'm like this. Look, I'm a monk. At peace. Everything is going to be absolutely fine. And I'm just so thankful for where I'm at right now. Thank you, God, for challenging me like this. I'm looking for the lesson in every adversity I go through, every challenge I go through. I am so thankful for this blessing, God. Think about it. If everything that happened in your life, you had that attitude towards it. It's hard to develop, but the reason I was able to develop is because everything that ever happened in my life, I started to develop that attitude towards it. Everything bad. Yo, guys, I want y'all to know, for 2 years, 3 years in this business, still to this day, but my first 2 years in this business were literally the most challenging 2 years of my whole entire journey. So the reason why I could talk to you guys like this is because I've been through so much. I've been put in so many situations where my emotional intelligence was tested, where my peace was tested, that now I can talk about it like this. But I wasn't always like this. I would allow situations to overcome me. I would lose to these challenges. I would almost quit on myself when I was facing these obstacles. Okay? But through time, through each and every single thing that I've gone through, I got stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And now when the storms come, we dance in the storm. We lit, baby. It's a storm outside, but we here. We here. I know the storm is gonna pass, and I'm just so happy and so excited that we're here. We dance. We happy. Yay, let's go. Throw on some of that Afro beats. Let's get lit in here. Pop the champagne in the storm. But not everybody has that reality, fam. I used to celebrate that I was broke. Think about that. I used to celebrate when I was broke. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm going through this situation right now. I used to celebrate that. I used to be happy. I used to be like, wow, thank God you put me in this situation because you just made me realize how much I need to grind now. Seriously. I guess like my brother Danye said, he said, it's just a chapter in my book. This is part of my story. Right now, we just all writing our stories. I used to look at my bank account, $2.21. But you know what I used to tell my mind? Yo, look at all these millions of dollars in my bank account. Look at these millions right here. You see that, bro? We millionaires already. What was I doing? I was tricking my mind. Your mind doesn't know what's real or fake. The only way that thoughts can be installed into your subconscious mind is through feelings. So if I get my mind to believe that those $2.21 are $2 million, then that's exactly what it would be. Oh my God, I only got 3 people in my business. But I used to see, yo, is that 500 people? Is that 1,000 people in my business? Let's go. I'm so thankful for these people. Like I told you guys, I used to talk to myself when I was going up into my into my 3-bedroom apartment in Washington Heights. I want you guys to know this. I lived with my mom till I was 25, 26 years old. I was living with my mom and dad. Nothing against it. Honestly, bro, I love if I could come and move my parents out here, I love my mom and dad, bro. Like honestly, bro, my parents are the dopest people in the world. If I lived with them, it wouldn't even be a problem if I did. All right. So if you live with your parents, I'm not talking down on the fact that you live with your parents. But I lived with my parents till I was 25, 26 years old. And my parents took care of me till I was 24 years old. If it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't even be here. How you think I was able to make it in this business without a job? Thanks to the most amazing parents in the world, my mom and dad gave me their credit cards, and they gave me their cards, and they said, "Here, whatever you need." Like guys, I can never pay my parents back for what they did for me, bro. Never, ever, ever. I don't even like talking about that stuff because the moment I do, I get so emotional about it because, bro, what they did for me, I can never, ever, ever pay them back for that stuff, bro. Never, ever, ever pay them back for what they did for me. For them to believe in me, for them to believe in this blind vision that I had of, yo, we're going to do this and we're going to be millionaires. And for them to give me their credit cards, like, here, papi, take my card if you ever need it, if you're ever caught out there, like, it's something that you can never pay back, bro. You know, and now I'm able to help them. Now I'm able to provide and pay for the bills, and I pay the phone bill, and I help with the rent, and I help my father with insurance. I do all of that now. Okay, so when you guys see me go as hard as I go, it's because of what my family did for me. And if you're a mom and you're a dad on this call, invest into your kids, invest into your people, because I'm telling you, they see it. We see it. I see everything. I saw everything that they did. They see it. Trust me. All right. And then to finish up right here, guys, because I know it's 10:10 already, but I appreciate the fact that we're still strong on here. All right. Understand this. All right. Where I say, yo, there's still so much that I can talk about, man. He says this in the book. He says, you need to stop being a prisoner of your past, and instead you want to become an architect of your future. You need to stop being a prisoner of your past, and instead you want to become the architect of your future. You create your future. You create the outer world that's out there. The house you live in, the car you drive is a direct reflection of the architect that you are. Wow, man. When I read that right there, because I remember being the prisoner of my past. Stop being the prisoner of your past and instead become the architect of your future. He said, I suggest you stop judging events either as negative or positive, rather accept them as they come. Every event offers you a lesson, and these lessons fuel your inner and outer growth. The laws of nature always ensure that when one door closes, the other one opens. Stop taking things so personally. Embrace your challenges, and they'll help you grow so much, way more than you can imagine. Begin to live out the glory of your imagination and not your memory. Get rid of the past and start living with the end in mind. Things are always created twice. First in the workshop in your mind, and then in your reality. This process is called blueprinting. Anything you create in your outer world began in your inner world. When you learn to take control of your mind, you'll realize everything is made first in your mind, and then it manifests in reality. The mind is the most important muscle in your whole entire body, and you got to feed it every day. Okay. Last thing. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. The price of greatness is responsibility over your mind and thoughts. You either start to use your mind or you'll start to lose it. If you become a negative thinker, it's because you didn't take the time to look after it and train it and to focus on the good. But if you take care of it and you focus it on the good, then your mind will be a wonderful servant. Wow. There's so much I could get into with this whole topic right here. There's so much more. I'm literally just getting started with all of this. I didn't even get to really get into it. The mind is a wonderful servant, but also a terrible master. That's the problem with it, right there. It's a double-edged sword. And you got to remember this stuff. Okay? Take care of your mind. Things are always created twice. First in the workshop of your mind and then in your reality. Okay? If your reality, whatever's happening in your reality right now, just know that you first created that in your mind. Everything. Whatever the situation or circumstance is in your life right now, you created it first in your mind. I'm telling you. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. Because I've seen bad and good situations that I've created because of my thoughts. I've seen them both. All right, fam. So with that being said, that wraps up today's call. I got to start getting ready because we're going to Orlando today. But we definitely need a part 2 for this, right? We're definitely going to need a part 2 for this because it sounds like people want to definitely hear this. But that's going to wrap up today's call. I think we're going to drive up there. Orlando's like 3 hours away, or who knows, we might just take a little last minute flight. But we have a leadership event out in Orlando this week. And then next week we'll be going to Houston. So if you guys are in the Houston area, let me know. Okay. But with that being said, if you guys got value from this call, if you guys learned something on this call, like this video if you haven't, subscribe to this channel, show love, fam. Post it in your stories, post it in your chats. Let everybody know, like, yo, guys, we need to be tapped in with my guy Neno. More people need to know about this information, fam. I'm telling you guys, more and more people need to know about what it is that I'm teaching you guys here, because if more people knew about this, we will be helping so much more people. We will be serving our purpose on this in this world, okay, to help others accomplish their full potential. All right. Type me in the chat box if you've been growing since you've been on Mornings with Nano. If you've been growing since you've been on Mornings with Nano, type me. I've been growing, Nano. Me, yes, me, bro. I've been growing. I've been understanding things more. I've been reading books. I've been developing morning routines. I've been reading the books. Has it been hard? Yes. Has it been challenging? Yes. Have I gotten mad at you a few times because you called me out and made me feel uncomfortable? Yes. But I've been growing, bro. I've been growing. I've been growing. And just know, guys, that everything I ever tell you guys always comes from the kindness of my heart. If I call you out, if I make you feel some kind of way, if I say something that rubs you a little bit wrong, just know that it is just disinfecting you. That's all it is. It's not me coming at you, because I can't see anybody. All I see is me and the chat. And I see a little bit of faces because of your profile pictures. But besides that, I don't see who I'm speaking to. Okay. So I don't want anybody to ever take anything personal that I share on these calls. Everything that I'm sharing is from experience and things that have helped me out. Okay. So I appreciate that. I love you guys so much. Real quick, a quick prayer for all of us before we go, and let's run it up. Quick prayer, everybody, bow your heads. Father God, thank you so much for blessing us with this beautiful Friday morning. We are so thankful to wake up today. Because you woke us up today, we know that you are not done working on us. So for that, we invite you to this moment. And we want to thank you for, just providing us with the lesson that you taught us today about protecting our mind and our most extraordinary garden, okay, we will not allow people to step in our gardens. We will not allow people to throw garbage and litter in our gardens, because we understand that this garden that we have was given to us by you. You gave us this garden, and we have to protect it more than ever, God. So we ask that you give us the strength that we need to stand guard at the door of our mind. We ask, God, that you only put the right people and circumstances in our lives that are going to help us grow into better people, and that are going to help us, help others out. Because at the end of the day, all we want to do is serve our purpose on this earth, which is to serve. And we want to serve as many people as we can. We are servants. Okay. And we understand the assignment, God. Every single one of us, the hundreds and thousands of people that jump on Mornings with Nano, we understand what the assignment is, Father. And we thank you so much for being a leader in our life. We thank you so much for being that supportive, backbone in our life. We appreciate you more than you can ever imagine. Words can't describe the love and the appreciation that we have for you, my Father God. So thank you so much for this amazing week. It's been 5 days of nonstop knowledge, nonstop wisdom. We feel your presence each and every single day on these calls, and we thank you, God, and we appreciate you so much. For anyone who's dealing with any diseases right now, anyone who needs any prayers, God, I pray that you put your hand over them and you heal them. We want to send prayers to my brother Starboy, and his family for, hoping that everything goes well with his dad and everything that's going on over there. And anyone else who needs prayer, anyone else who needs a hand over them, God, I pray that you put your hand over them and you heal them. You keep us healthy. You keep us protected. You guide us. You show us the way. And most importantly, God, we have a great weekend because of you. So thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. In your name we pray. Amen. 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 We understand the assignment, God, and we know what we need to do. All right, fam. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank y'all for jumping on this call. Thank y'all for always showing love and support. Show love to this video, guys. Like this video. Like it. Like, that's all I ask. Just like it. Show some love, like it, subscribe to it if you already haven't. And it's very important that we show love. Go out there, have a great weekend. Come back Monday stronger than ever. Monday will be the last day of January, and then we go into February. So I'm gonna bring some fire going into this new month of February. Just know that February is gonna be a big month, because January was just a warm-up month. February, we really running the play. February, we coming with the fire. February, okay, we coming with massive action. So I hope you guys are all ready. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. All right. If you guys are in the Orlando area, hit me up. We're going to be running events out there. We're going to be teaching people about crypto, the whole nine. So let me know if you're interested. If you're in that area, reach out to me. We'll be in contact. But with that being said, have a great rest of y'all weekend. Love and appreciation from me. And be safe out there, guys. God bless. Don't forget the podcast either. Show love to the podcast, Apple, Amazon, Google, the whole nine. We all there, fam. Let's run it.